Welcome to the Ohio Contagion Functional Exercise Briefing. My name is Chris Floyd. I'm with the Disaster Resistant Communities Group and will be leading today's briefing. Over the next several minutes, we're going to cover a number of topics such as exercise basics, the scope and mission of the exercise, and of course, team participation. So with that, let's get started. Exercise basics. It will be important on the day of the exercise for you to have high-speed internet access. You will need to have one computer for your team. Remember, this is a team participation exercise. The monitor of that computer will need to be displayed through an LCD projector or onto a flat panel TV. You will need to have Internet Explorer 7.0 or greater installed on the computer. Of course, you will need to have copies of pandemic response plans and procedures for your organization as you play through the exercise. The scope of the exercise. As mentioned previously, this is a pandemic exercise. The scope will be for both hospitals and public health departments to work through a number of injects and scenarios dealing with a Phase 6 pandemic striking the region. As you work through the exercise, you will be standing up incident management teams. You'll be establishing priorities based on your plans and procedures. You'll be interfacing with concerns of the media as well as social media, how to properly use volunteers as well as workforce protection. During the exercise, there will be several opportunities for you to communicate via radio or telephone or internet with regional partners, so it will be important for you to have resource files there so you have phone numbers and radio frequencies. You'll be dealing with a number of issues dealing with continuity of operations, having the ability to sustain operations as you're dealing with a reduced workforce. Of course, keeping the public involved and informed will be another important piece of the exercise. Please have that secondary computer on hand so that hospitals, you may be asked to access SurgeNet. And over on the public health side, you may be asked to send emails to the Regional Coordination Center. Team participation. As mentioned before, the exercise is driven and designed as a team participation exercise. So you want to bring all of your team together as well as any community partners, those public health or hospital partners that you rely on during a disaster to work in one location. It will be very important that everyone pre-register for the exercise. On the day of the exercise, you will need to have a team leader. Think of that person as the exercise facilitator or coordinator. That individual will be focusing on keeping the exercise on task, leading some of the discussions, and at times making sure you stay on task, on target as you move through the exercise. You will need a second individual who feels comfortable with submitting information via the internet, has the appropriate computer skills, as well as feels comfortable with typing. During the exercise, that person at the computer will be driving the exercise scenarios and injects, but will also need to type in a fair amount of information dealing with incident action plans and dealing with some of the processes that you will be discussing as you work through the exercise. So you'll need to have that on-site coordinator as well as another person responsible for driving the exercise via the computer. That wraps up our exercise briefing. We hope your participation will be a positive one, and with that, have a nice day.